Hello everybody. Well, I've seen my boy at the door for a little while, not long. So I thought I'd come on over and see if he would like to come out. Last night I filmed a brief video of Jesse. He just shed actually, and so he's looking rather sweet at the moment, you could say. His blacks, I think in the video that I did, I said it's, I know Jess is in shed because he's certainly duller in his colour, but even in shed he looks amazing. But of course, once he gets all that skin off, that black is, well, as you can see, black. Although, hang on, let me focus a bit here. Hello, darling. Hello, darling. How you doing? How you doing? You going to come on out with Mum? Hey? Yes? Oh, he says, can I please use the camera for my head? Sorry guys, he's just climbing over the camera and he's likely to press it off as well. Is he giving me a lick on my nose? You're just too cute, darling. You are. You're just a cute boy, aren't you? I know I moved it. You can hop on there. Okay? You can just use the couch as you always do. Yeah, Jesse is due for a meal. He was due a couple of nights ago, but I held off from feeding him because I knew he was going to shed, and he did. He shed the very next day. So I don't have an issue with feeding them when they're in shed, even if I know that they're, due to shed close. But it will sometimes slow them down for a day or two, because they will digest and then go, okay, now I'll get this skin off. We're going to climb up on Mum, but I've got the camera in my hand, haven't I? And he's saying, well, are you going to be able to help me? And I'll just go down and lift him. Okay, dude. Are you going to go back in? My goodness. You can't make up your mind. Is that what it is? Dangle, dangle there, wobble, wobble. But guys, what I was going to talk about was, the breeding and the pairing of your snakes. And, I know that a lot of you at times scratch your head and, you've got your snakes of an age. Well, for me, it's an age. Look where the camera is, Gay. Are they of breeding age? And I guess size too, to some degree. But it's more about age. I mean, Jess is... What is Jessie now? 1, 2, 3, 4 years of age. And, he's definitely of an age that he could breed with my Lily. But that does not mean, of course, that they will breed. And I could put Lily and Jessie together And like I said, it doesn't mean that they will do what it is that we want them to do. And yet I could put Jack in, and at this point I know that Lily would be happy to breed with Jack. So why is that? Now last season I know that Lily was not interested in Jack, even though she was of breeding age and ready to breed. She went through all the motions of not eating, not wanting to eat. She ate very well and then went boom and just stopped. But there was just, and I will put it in my words as a human, there was no spark there. There was no, Lily did not like Jack at all. For me, that did not mean that they would never breed. And all it meant was for them to spend time together during that breeding season. It's them getting to know one another. And I feel that is how it is for snakes, that they have a right to get to know each other just like we would. And I'm not saying that they have the same emotional feelings of love and romance that we do. Definitely not. But I think you have to allow them to get to know one another. You can't expect to throw a male snake in with the female and say, well, there you go, and they're going to do their thing. Yes, some will. But I know, and we all know, that many don't and won't. It just isn't going to happen. And that just is not the right male. Or it's not the right female. Why is... Did you need to go to the toilet? Is that what you were trying to tell me? Hey? That you needed the loo? I wouldn't have been able to take you outside anyway, Jessie, because it's been pouring rain, and it has, guys. It's been pouring rain for days, and even though it was warmish out there earlier on, it gets cool by this time of the day. But it is true, guys, getting back to the breeding. And I know that you often, that pairing isn't working and you put another male in. But, if you want a specific pairing and you really want that particular male to breed with that particular female, introduce them earlier. Not just when it's time for them to breed with each other. Give them a little bit of time with one another prior. If you don't want them to lock as such, because female's not quite the size or whatever, start putting them together earlier in their lives, because they're the two that you want to grow up to breed with one another. Then they'll know each other. I think the success rate would be a whole lot more if you did do it. Then that's just how I feel about it. Give them a chance to know each other before you demand that they breed with one another. And that could mean just getting them out together and putting them down on the ground with each other while you just sit there watching them. But then again, you might have ones that just totally say, I do not like this female, and no matter how many times you put that snake with that female, it's just not going to happen. But it was just something that was brought up to me because of Lily and Jack. Lily avoided Jack. Like last season, she wouldn't have a bar of him. For the first, I guess, week and a half, 2 weeks. This season, she still wouldn't have a bar of him. Now, I can hear you doing it, Jessie. But this season, there wouldn't be a problem. And that's because they've got to spend time with each other again. Oh my goodness. Jessie, did you have to do it from a height, mate? Honestly. No. Thanks now, I just got a bit of cleaning up to do, don't I? Hey? Really appreciate that. Alright guys. For me and Jessie, who just went to the toilet for me, I will say take care of yourself, your family, your friends, your snakes, and all your animals. Ciao.